Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to create the equation given a few things. So we are given the focus and the vertex. So we need to go ahead and we're going to need to see, we're going to need to find the p value first, because the p value is basically going to help us build our equation, and it's going to tell us if it's a negative or a positive graph, and then if it's, what way it's facing. So let's go ahead and look. First off, we see that we've got a -4 for both. So that means that the k value is not getting affected. Therefore, the h value is getting affected by the p. And so that means our k is going to remain the same at -4. So that right there tells us it's going to be a graph facing left or right. We don't know if it's positive or negative yet. So that's our first piece. So we need to go ahead and see what the focus is. So the value of p is 3 minus 1, because it's the focus minus the vertex. So that's 2. That's our first part to our equation. So we're going to be writing our equation. Y minus k squared equals 4p times x minus h. So y minus k, so that would be y minus, if you see it's a -4, so plus 4 squared equals 4 times p, which is 2, times x minus our h value, which is 1. And that vertex tells us that it's 1. Now we'll just go ahead and simplify. And we have y plus 4 squared equals 8 times x minus 1. So that right there is our equation. As easy as it seems, that's what it is. Then we're going to go ahead and graph it. So when we graph this one, let's go ahead and look at the vertex. The vertex is at 1, -4, and our focus is at 3, -4. So we're going to be looking on the negative side. So let's do that. My lines are really rough tonight. I apologize. Tonight, whenever you're doing the lesson, it's 9:45 when I'm recording this. So just so that you guys know that. Okay, so we're at 1, -4, and my lines are atrocious. I can't even take that. So go ahead, get started on your graph. Make sure that you are labeled. I didn't scale it down on this one. Actually, I'm going to shift my lines. And we'll do it up here, just for the sake of getting more points on our graph. Okay, 1, -4 is there, and our focus is at 3, -4, which means our directrix is going to be equal distance away, so that's going to be at -1. And so now I'm going to go ahead and take some test points. We'll do test points for our table at, let's do 4, 8, and 12. It's going to give us some points for both. So that's going to give us 2 points at each piece. At the 4, we're going to see that we're at 1 and at, 9. And it would be a -9. So then at 8, we'll get points 8, 4, and 8, -12. 3, 4. And that's actually all I can fit on my graph, so I'll stop there. It's not even fitting the other way around. So you'll see that's where it goes. I obviously am off the graph. Let me zoom out. There we go. Now it's a little bit more in the image, but that's going to be our graph for that one, and that's it.